All right, Shalom. This is brother Yawana Don about Shalom coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shemel Shiloh and edifying. All right, first and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises and glorifications to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakwadash, the bonus of the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of the earth, preaching his word and truth and his sincerity. Shalom. All right, and this is basically going to be a World War III update on basically how Iran is stalling on making a new nuclear pact or deal, all right, with President Joe Biden. All right, as we know, Trump, he backed out of it like a couple of years ago, and Biden, he's basically trying to renew it with Iran, try to get back on good terms, so to speak, in that deal with Iran, man, on a nuclear deal. But it's not going to happen according to prophecy, and we're seeing why. All right, we're seeing right here when I'm getting this article, and it's going to show you, all right, that this devil is not going to offset prophecy, because this is basically one of the ways he's trying to offset prophecy. Okay, because he knows destruction is coming. He's trying to undo Yahweh by Shemel Shah's word. Okay, so I'm gonna get in this article by CBS News. Okay, this is from CBSNews.com. All right, I might read all of it. I might not. So if I don't, you brothers can look it up from this source. All right, so I'm gonna get right into it. All right, it says Iran takes new cautious step away from nuclear pact as Biden tries to open talks. Okay, it says Iran said Tuesday, which is today, that it had abandoned another key tenet of the nuclear agreement that President Joe Biden is trying to resuscitate after his predecessor reneged, that's talking about Trump, on the landmark deal aimed at stopping Iran from getting nuclear weapons. All right, so that word renege goes into back away, to go back on. So these countries, they see past America's BS, man, because they always go back on their word, man. All right, that's why the scriptures go into never trust thine enemy. They know how the U.S. get down on breaking covenants and deals and agreements, which the word covenant and agreement go hand in hand. They're synonymous, but they know not to really trust America. That's why Iran is really hesitant. All right, and renewing that deal, man. Okay, so it reads on, the move increased the pressure on Washington as both countries engaged in a game of chicken over the deal. It says, in announcing the implementation of the law, officially cutting some, but not all, cooperation with nuclear inspectors from the world's nuclear watchdog agency, Iran appeared to leave at least some wiggle room, see that, for negotiations with the White House. So pretty much, man, hey, it's not gonna come to pass, man, because they're hesitating. They're being cautious. Okay, like the title said, they're cautious in making this deal, man. Going into that deal with Biden to try to renew a nuclear pact, man. Okay, so they said they're basically let me read this part again. It says, in announcing the implementation of the law, officially cutting some, but not all, cooperation with nuclear inspectors from the world's nuclear watchdog agency. So they're not removing all nuclear inspectors, man. It said cutting some but not all. So it's not gonna go down, man, because they live in wiggle room, man. All right, they live in leaving a loophole, okay, to still go ahead with a nuclear program. It says the law has gone into effect from this morning. Iran's Foreign Minister Mohammad Javad Zarif said Tuesday let me see what it says. Making ostensibly making good on a threat written into Iranian law last year in retaliation for former President Trump's withdrawal from the 2015 nuclear deal. I mean, they probably meant 2018 because he wasn't president at that time. All right. It says the law crafted by Iran's parliament stating that unless a series of harsh unilateral sanctions imposed by the Trump administration in the wake of his 2018 withdrawal were repealed by February 23rd, Tehran would stop adhering to so-called additional protocols. Okay, so they want those sanctions removed, man, that Trump put on them. All right. It says basically they want those sanctions removed, or they said it's going to be no deal at all, man. All right. So it says a secret set of extra measures attached to the nuclear deal that let UN inspectors remain in the country to carry out snap inspections at Iranian sites with very little warning. The protocols also gave the UN's International Atomic Energy Agency, the IAEA, access to video for cameras installed at various Iranian nuclear facilities. As the deadline loomed over the weekend, the head of the IAEA flew into Tehran and struck another secret deal with Iran's government, which the global nuclear watchdog said would ensure its inspectors at least remain in the country. Under the new agreement, Iran said it would stop handing the video from the cameras at its nuclear facilities over to the IAEA. However, would only provide it if the U.S. sanctions, were lifted within 3 months. The confidential agreements also would allow some inspections to continue with constraints that neither side chose to reveal. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and read this. It says on Tuesday, Zarif specifically said that Iran would no longer share the surveillance video from its nuclear facilities for the UN agency, as stipulated by the law requiring an end to compliance with the additional protocol. But that's all he said. Okay, so basically, man, they're leaving the loopholes to continue their nuclear deal, man, and they're really hesitant on trying to reach a pact with the U.S. All right, because again, like I said at the beginning, I just said at the beginning, the U.S. can't be trusted, man. Okay, because they're assassinated by they still feel some type of way about their former general and the other guy that was assassinated late last year. I forget what he was to Iran, some kind of government agency. They assassinated 2 of their leaders, man. So they already on bad terms with the U.S. altogether, man. And they can't be trusted. America can't be trusted, man. All right, and that's why America is going to be destroyed. America is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire, man. This is what these devils fear, man. Okay, and they're not going to offset prophecy. This, like I said in the beginning of the lesson, is one of the ways to try to offset prophecy, man. Let me see. I'm gonna get some scriptures now. All right. If y'all want to read some more, you can read it on your own time, you brothers and sisters. Okay. Again, it's from CBSNews.com. Let me see. I'll get about a few scriptures. I'm gonna wrap up. I'm gonna go to Acts 5 because this was a if it's of men, it'll come to naught, man. If it's not of Yahweh Shemel Shai, it's gonna come to naught, okay? And you're not gonna offset prophecy, Esau, because we know it, we see what you're trying to do, man. I think it's Acts 5 and let me see. Yeah, 38. This is Acts 5 and 38. It says, "And now I say unto you, refrain from these men, let them alone. For if this counsel or work be of men, it will come to naught." So that nuclear pact, that agreement, all right, of something that they expect to bring peace and not war, is going to come to naught, man, because it's not of the Most High. Hey, the scriptures say the Most High is a man of war. Okay, and war is coming. World War III is coming, ultimately. The war to end all wars. So this nuclear deal is not going to happen, man. Okay? Everything's predestined to the end. Okay? And World War III is part of it, man. Okay? Verse 39, it says, "But if it be of the Most High," see that? He cannot overthrow it. So by Biden trying to renew this nuclear peace treaty with Iran, he's trying to overthrow. All right? He's trying to overthrow the Most High's plans. He's trying to offset the prophecy. Ultimately, the elites, man. Because Biden ain't nothing but a puppet at the end of the day. He's being controlled by the higher-ups, man. Okay? So I'm reading again for the top. It says, "But if it be of the Most High, ye cannot overthrow it. Least happily, ye be found even to fight against the Most High." And that's what this devil always trying to do. Try to fight against the Most High. Try to offset prophecy, man. You can't fight against Yahweh Shemel Shah, man. Because you're only making yourself look like a goddamn fool, man. When you're trying to fight against what the Lord set up from the very beginning, man. I'm going to get that precept. Let's go to Isaiah. It's one of my favorite precepts. Isaiah 46. Okay? In verse 10, it says, declaring the end from the beginning. So World War III is declared from the beginning, man. Because it's the end time. It's part of the end time prophecy. That's why it says again, declaring the end. Okay, World War III is the end. The war to end our wars, right? From the beginning. So that's what? Predestination. And that eliminates what? Free will. So you don't have free will, all right, to make a nuclear deal with Iran and expect it to work, man. Expect them to just disarm all their nuclear arsenal, man, their facilities, disband all of them, man. It's not going to happen, man. And we've been telling y'all that the spirit power Yahweh Shemel Shah, man. Okay? It reads on it. "And from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure." So that's going to stand, man. World War III is going to stand, and it's already brewing up, man. All right, it's already getting in motion. Okay, because the Most High is setting the pieces of the puzzle. He's putting the pieces of the puzzle together to bring about the end and destruction of America, man. Okay, so staying in Isaiah, I'm gonna get Isaiah 55 and 11 real quick. Another precept, it says, "So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I send it." So his word is going to prosper. These prophecies are going to come to pass, whether you like it or not, Esau. Okay? His word is going to prevail. World War III is going to happen. Okay? America's destruction is going to happen in your lifetime, in everybody's lifetime, in my lifetime, man. Okay? So, like I read in Acts, man, if it's not of the Most High, okay, it's going to be overthrown, man. Okay? It's going to come to naught. All right? So I'm going to read this again. It says, "So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. it shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. Let's get another precept. Let's get First Thessalonians, no Second Thessalonians. I'm gonna get straight to the point. 3, no, First Thessalonians, Salakia, chapter 5, verse 3, straight to the point. It says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." So you Edomites are not going to escape the judgment of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. All right? We're in a time of war. All right? Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, there's a time for everything under the sun. And we're in a time of war, man. Point blank, period. All right? So, the Most High is putting in, the angels of the Most High putting in their mind, Iran's minds, not to make that deal, man, because it's not of the Most High, man. Okay, so when we gonna have peace? All right, the question is when we gonna have peace, right? When peace is gonna come about? Since y'all want peace, right? All right, we know that a particular ruler, a wicked ruler, is ruling. That's why Proverbs 29:2 says, "When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn." So we understand the people are mourning right now. You got all kind of wars and commotions and civil unrest and sedition happening. You got hunger, poverty, man, happening, man, around the world, man. People ain't in a happy-go-lucky state for the most part, man. This world is in mourning. Why? Because the devil's ruling. Job 9:24, the earth should be given into the hand of the wicked, which the wicked is the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. Okay? So ain't gonna be no peace, man. Okay? Ain't gonna be no safety primarily for you Edomites, man. Okay? 2/3 of our own people ain't gonna be no peace for you and you other nations, man. All right? So I'm gonna end it off with this, man. All right, let's go to Isaiah, the 2nd chapter. So this is when peace is gonna come, man. Okay? When Israel is set up, man. And the point is in 4, man. All right? This is Isaiah 2:1. It says, "The word that Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem." Because the two main characters in the Most High's movie is Israel and Esau, man. Which Judah and Jerusalem consist of the nation of Israel. Which Judah represents the southern kingdom, and Jerusalem represents the northern kingdom, man. Okay? And together they make, again, the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay? So this is what the prophet Isaiah saw, man. All right, verse 2, it says, "And it shall come to pass in the last days," which we're in the last days. All right, if you can't see that we're in the last days, you totally bugged out your goddamn mind, man. Okay, it says that the mountains of the Lord, that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains. See that? So it's talking about the kingdom of heaven, man. Okay, because remember back when King Solomon reigned, he reigned 40 years, and it was 40 years of what? Peace. But this time around, when Israel is established back up, it's going to be eternal peace, man. Because like it says in Daniel's, the 7th chapter, man, it shall be an everlasting rulership. When this devil's taken down, okay, and Israel's put on top, starting with the elect, it's going to be an everlasting rulership, man. Okay, so I'm going to read again from the top, verse 2. It says, "And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it." Talking about the nation of Israel, man. All right. It says, "And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the Most High, to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us all his ways, and we will walk in his paths." Because remember, Israel is going to have the laws in their inward parts. All right, and no nation is ever going to be able to get us to go off and serve their God, so they can overtake us and put us in captivity, man. It's not going to happen. That's another reason why, a big reason why we're going to rule forever, man. Okay, and we're going to have immortality. All right. And all you nations, you're going to be forced to keep the law, statutes, commandments, man. That's why it says again, from the top, and many people shall go and say, come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the Most High, to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and he will walk, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law. See that? All right, we're going to enforce the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh by Shema Shah, because they're going to be in our inward parts, and we're going to keep them perfectly. Pursuing the Jeremiah the 31st chapter and Hebrews the 8th chapter. Okay, it says, and the word of the Lord Yahweh from Jerusalem. It's the point, verse 4. And he shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people. Because we're going to be keeping you nations in check. The first 1,000 years is going to be very brutal for you, the other nations, especially Esau, the so-called white man. So we got to break y'all in with the law, statutes, commandments, man. All right. It says, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. All right. This is getting into World War III. This is going to be, again, World War III is the war to end all wars, right? So once that happens, the missiles hit this place, the elect is going to be delivered, and the kingdom of heaven, is going to be begin to be established. Okay, so like you got tongue tied a little bit, but anyways, the kingdom of heaven is going to be established, man. All right, starting with the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay, but first, the chip. Oh yeah, the chip got to be instituted. And then once that happens, it's going to be a nuclear war, and America's going to be destroyed in the midst of that nuclear war. All right, and Israel's going to be totally wiped out, and then we're going to begin, all right, to establish our kingdom. All right, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, that's part of the elect. All right, it says it reads on, nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. So war is not going to be learned anymore in the kingdom of heaven. It's going to be, like I said, eternal peace, man. The so-called white man is going to be brought down, all right, because they ain't nothing but a nation of warmongers, man. You so-called white people are nothing but a nation of warmongers and criminals, man. Okay, and you're going to be put down. You're going to be brought to naught, man. The Most High is bringing y'all society down now through this word, because it's a spiritual thing, man. We don't have to get carnal. It's a spiritual warfare right now, but pretty soon it's going to get physical. All right, and from there on, the kingdom is going to be established, and it's not going to be war anymore, because you devil's going to be brought down, man. Okay. So, hey, I'm going to end it off on that, Lord willing. This was edifying and informative. Okay. All right. World War III is definitely here. All right. Right along with the mark of the beast. So we at the end, man. We pretty much at the end, man. All right. We're going to get the kingdom of heaven real soon. So I'm going to end it off again on that and say, again, all praises and glorifications go to Yahweh by Shema Shah by Shema Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone Well. Peace, love, and salutations to a hopeful elect. You got the four corners of earth, preaching his word and truth and his sincerity. So again, Shalom, Kwame Shalom, and the Bible Ball. Shalom.